Salutations, dear friends. Welcome you all for one more day of our session. A new month begins from today. We have done 134 classes, 5th chapter, 19 shlokas of Geetha. And I am delighted for your being regular and trying to understand. Some of you are really getting into the groove of thinking in line with Geetha, and some of you are really becoming practical also and getting benefit out of Gita's practice in life's success for yourself and also proving to be an asset to the world around. That's the purpose of the Gita knowledge. That's the purpose of human life also. There is no other negative thought at all of any type at any cost. Okay, continue like this using Bhagavad Gita Jnanam for your own success, and also let that knowledge and success of yours be an addition to the joy of the world. Maybe that may be asset to the world and not never be the liability. Like every day, today also we'll discuss three topics. One, the shlokam. Today's shloka learning is of Lord Vishnu. Thoda lamba hai, but you will be able to learn it. Thereafter, we'll have one common sense thought, wo bhi thoda serious common sense. Then when it comes to Gita, chapter 5, 20th verse. In this, the sequence of Samata will conclude, which started some 4-5 shlokas back. So here we are told that the life is full of giving us the experience of different things, not the same all the time. Sometimes we get what we like, many times what we don't like. But then in both cases, balance yourself. Point one. Two, be firm in your intellectual conviction and the goal. Three, at any time don't be inadvertent to be lost sight of the goal. At that time, you will definitely be performing well in your chosen goal and you succeed. Same is told to the spiritual seekers also. With these values, when you are on the seat of meditation, then you can transcend all the grosser and subtler layers. Then you will be able to see, experience, and establish in the absolute truth. That's called as liberation. And they're all not just mere words. They are tested and proved by millions from the time the Gita Ji is given. So this is how this 20th shloka talks about the balance, the firmness, the alertness. Balancing when the different type of experiences come. Firmness regarding the chosen goal. Alertness not to lose sight of the goal and means even once. And thus beyond the path, there you will see the success. The success can be your own worldly goals, your own social services, your own this spiritual sadhanas. For all of us, that's a beautiful shloka. So with this, the sequence of those shlokas starting from what? Samata, Kansesharuva, mm, mm, mm. From the, let us say it is from Jnanenatu. From the 16th shloka up to 20 is one thing. Knowledge of oneness, therefore having the samatha, the living life of balance, the succeeding and sharing that success with all. That's what the topic. Now let us start. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. These are everyday chantings. Today from Vishnu Sahasranama फलश्रुति में एक श्लोक है उत्तर पीठिका में. Good one. Brahmadeva doing the namaskara to Lord Vishnu. That is what is the shloka. So the shloka is Namostu Anantaya Sahasra Murtaye Sahasra Padakshi Shiroru Bahave Sahasra Namne Purushaya Shashvate Sahasra Koti Yugadharine Namaha. So, namostu, namaha astu, my salutations to you. Anantaya, that infinite Lord, basically is infinite. Then, same, he is Sahasra Murtaye. He takes countless number of forms. Murti means form. Like the water is endless, but takes the form of so many waves and ripples and bubbles and foam and froth. So too as the rivers and the oceans and ponds and lakes and rivulets. One water, but Sahasra Murti. Sahasra means countless, not exactly thousand, thousands. So Namaha Astu Anantaya, salutations to the Lord who is infinite. Sahasra Murtaye, countless forms he takes and you take. Sahasra Pada Akshi Shira Uru Bahave, because you have taken so many forms, to each of the forms you'll have so many hands, legs, therefore countless limbed. So Sahasrapada, thousands of the legs. Sahasra Akshi, thousands of eyes. Shira, the heads. Uru, the legs and thighs. Bahu are the hands. That means what? Lord alone is working through all the hands and legs and heads of the entire world. Like one electricity is working through all the electrical equipments. Okay, that same Lord who is Ananta, the one who has got Ananta Murtis, the one who is expressing through Ananta limbs, he alone is praised in this Vishnu Sahasra Nama. Therefore, Sahasra Namne. Oh Lord, you have got thousands of names. Purushaya, you are the Purusha. Everything else Prakriti. Prakriti cannot work without Purusha. You are enlivening the entire Prakriti. Therefore, the whole world is functional, dynamic all the time. Then Shashwate, you are endless. The whole Prakriti goes on ending, but you don't end. The names and forms come and go, but you are always there. So, such you, Sahasra Koti Yuga Dharine. In this way, crores of yugas in which you keep on expressing as said above. So, in your infinite glory, Shakti Maya, this is how the countless number of creations come and go. In that, you only take all the forms. A very powerful mantra, highly spiritual, but sometimes it may give some good message to you. If not now, maybe after some years. But the prayer itself is so powerful. After the end of puja, this is the mantra chanted many times. In many places, especially in the North India and all. So I'll chant 11 times, add 97, make it 108. Target is 1080. Time is your choice. And as early as possible is my suggestion to you. Okay, try karte hain. Be that concentrated mind. Listen 4 times attentively. While listening to 4 times, by heart it. This is a test for your concentration, memory, and retention. If you can achieve it, wonderful. Start. Om Sri Mahavishnu Anugrah Dwarena Sri Mahavishnu Darshananubhav Praptyartham Bhukti Mukti Praptyartham Sanatana Dharma Se Vaidika Samskrutehe Punaruttana Jagana Vishwavyaptyartham समस्त भक्त साधक जीवानाम आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्यादि प्राप्त्यर्थम भगवद भक्त्यादि प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री विष्णु दिव्य सहस्रनाम स्तोत्र उत्तर पीठिकांतर्गत ब्रह्मकृत श्री विष्णु स्तुति रूप श्लोकस्य वयं सर्वे जपं पारायणं करिष्यामहे ओम स्टार्ट ॐ नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षिशिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः 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 नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः. What a wonderful mantra. So every day one mantra we are telling with the meaning. Ball is in your court. To learn it, chant with devotion and be blessed by the Lord with all the powers to succeed in all your noble goals and endeavors, outer as well as inner. There's no doubt about it. And the life of that joy of succeeding in all the goals is a true fulfilling life and an inspiration to the others also. May we live the life of success for ourselves and an example to the others. Let these positive goals always keep us inspired and charged and performance oriented. Okay. Now, after our chanting session is over, in our second session today, in our common sense thought, little analysis for a minute or so, then slowly the topic. Analysis is what? Ki, why are we not loved or respected by the world? And why do we become a liability to the world? And why also we become so guilty in ourselves, or regretted in ourselves because of all non-positive activities, etc. It's only because of what? Ki, we transgress the dharma, we have too much unrighteous desires, and then we are very egoistic and negative in our emotions. These are the reasons having which we only perform bad and feel guilty inside and never ever respected, loved by anyone. Then how all these non-positivities should go away? How the positive things can come into us? Is there any technique or the way? Today we are talking about that thought. I don't know how you take it, but I try to put it. Okay. How live a life in such a manner? There is full respect within you for yourself. And your performances are good. People appreciate you, they love you, they want you. Two things, if you can inculcate in us, I believe. Truly, these two things. Truly, if you can inculcate in us, I believe all the rest is taken care of the removal of non-positive and the arrival of positive, and thus good performance, and everybody loves us. Two things. I don't know how I can convey it. I'll try my best. The two things are called, first is the patriotism, called as Desha Bhakti. Country is above all. Nation is first. Second is called as spirituality, Adhyatmikata. Desha Bhakti, Adhyatmikata. As much they deeply get rooted in our heart. Desha Bhakti and Adhyatmikata, as much they are deeply rooted in our heart, in true sense. Not temporarily once in a while, 26 January, 15 August. No. Our whole personality is soaked in these two. I believe all non-positivities go away from us. The positive will come. Analysis. What? Like when I have kept country first and foremost, Desha Bhakti. Is it not? And what is the Desha Bhakti? Desha Rakshana, Desha Abhivruddhi. Is it not? Protection of the nation and development of the nation. If these two are the feelings in me, then I am called patriotic person. I am a Deshabhakta. When these two are there in us, profession can be whatever you are, profession. Work you may be doing anything, wherever you are. When I am the Deshabhakta, true sense me, can I cheat my nation? And what are the two ways with which we cheat our nation? Not by doing our duties, etc., and also coveting all the things which I don't deserve. Now, is it not because of these two things that not performing our duty called as laziness and wanting everything called as excessive desires that all the criminalities come from me? Think about it coolly. But if we really become Deshabhakta, I will be never lazy. I will keep on working wherever I am placed for the development of the nation. And not even one thing more than I deserve, I take because that belongs to my Bharata Mata. With these two things are there, will I be a victim of bribe? Will I do any of the conspiracies? Will I be the part of any of the ghotalas, scams, etc.? No, the so-called people in different fields miss this Deshabhakti. Therefore, they become such a people of the wrong activities that the nation is either troubled or disturbed or getting into losses or humiliated in the eyes of the other nations of the world. Deshabhakt ban jave, from the true sense, laziness goes away, duty orientation comes, selfishness goes away. Therefore, all the negativities, corruptions go away. True Deshabhakt hai to. Secondly, if you are spiritual, the more the spirituality comes in us, because spirituality is always is discipline and control oriented, is it not? The more I discipline myself, the more I control or regulate myself, will not my faculties become stronger, become divinized, become powerful, become integrated, become god oriented? With that ability in me, can anybody dare to talk against me, say anything against me when I am doing the good work for the sake of nation, wherever we are? Spirituality empowers, divinizes our faculties, and tunes us to the infinite power called as God. The Desha Bhakti sees to it that we are not lazy and we are relentlessly performing our duties wherever we are placed. At the same time, all negativities are not allowed to into us because we are not selfish. Imagine if the whole nation is filled with such a type of youngsters who are in whatever the profession they are. They may be in politics, they may be in professions of doctors, law, wherever. That's all immaterial wherever you are. But these two, if they are deeply there in you, can any non-positive happen through you? When you are performing in that way positively, will you not be loved by the praja? Will you not be taken care of by the praja? Bolo? And the best example, not for any other reason, because of it's a true example. The best example is what is the reason because of which our entire nation is bowing down, not only our own nation, all the worlds, all the countries in the world, all the heads of all nations, respecting and revering our present Prime Minister. I'm not interested whoever is the individual. But then the character. Are there not these two things because of which 130 crores of people he is commanding? Those are not under his command, they are because of the other biased reasons. Some because they belong to other religions, some are because of the opposition party, some want the power mongering. These are the reasons because of which people are opposition to him. But as such, from the heart, if you see, everybody will respect him. They will select him, elect him again and again. Why? Because of these two things only. So too, big countries are going down, asking India to mediate, to sort out the problems. Not India, the Prime Minister. Because they find that Shanti Duta in him. They find a universal person in him. Not only for the Desha, he's a bhakta of the whole humanity only. Good example. No, what's wrong in taking a living example which is there in front of our eyes? Is there any question, doubt regarding Desha Bhakti in him? And always in that mood of spirituality. Because of these two, how can he be any cheat of the nation by earning money and putting in Swiss bank, etc., or involving in ghotalas, or wanting power always for the power's sake? Power for not the nasha of the power, for the sake of serving the country. Behind that, with that is that spirituality, the bhakti. That bhakti, agar Bhagavan ke prati real hai na spirituality, it will not allow the devil in us to come out. If we don't have the devotion, we are a reckless rascal and individual. With all the arrogances, with all the lusts and passions, then we become a biggest liability to the humanity, the world, the nation, everywhere. Think about it. And other than these two, which are the other qualities which bring out the best out of us, which suppress and supplement all the negativities, which make the world again bow down in front of us? देखो, देखो, सोच लो, समझ लो. So I am not asking you which profession, wherever you are, but leave that profession, do that only for the sake of nation. भारत माता को आगे रखो. First is my nation. Because of me, little of loss also to my nation should not come. Any type of. So to the spirituality. Believe in divine. Divine is my entire cosmos, entire universe. Just now you chanted Namaha Astu Anantaya Sahasra Murtaye Sahasra Padakshi Shiror Bahave Sahasranamne Purushaya Shasune Sahasra Koti Udharanam. There's no doubt that the Lord is manning the whole world. He comes when it is required as avatara, otherwise he functions through all these devotees and rishis. भगवान तो है हमेशा. तो आध्यात्मिक बनो, स्पिरिचुअल इन ट्रू सेंस ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग. कर्मयोगी बनना, भक्त बनना, जिज्ञासु बनना, गीता में सब सीख ही रहे हैं. Develop these two. Don't allow these to get suppressed. If you don't are, you are not a Desha Bhakta, then like some people stay in this country, eat everything of the country, but instead of our nation's glory, they sing the glory of other nations, which is very criminal. Or the other people, भारत देश, like the other days during the independence, हम देश के लिए अपने प्राण तक न्योछावर करेंगे. We are ready to sacrifice our life also for the sake of nation. अभी हम अपने लिए देश को भी न्योछावर करेंगे. See the change in the sentence? Because they are not Desha Bhakta. Desha Bhukta they are. Very narrow-minded they are. For them, let the country, the culture, the nations go to dogs. If we fill our belly, if our people are taken all the money, that is enough. What happened in Sri Lanka? Those few people, whoever have come together, they looted the whole nation. You all know it. Do you want to that way loot? It's like, cheating our country is such a bewakufi that you are doing theft in your own house. अपने घर में कोई चोरी करता है क्या? If he is not a बेवकूफ, बेवकूफी करेगा वो. How can I do चोरी in my own देश? इतना कॉमन सेंस नहीं है. जिस देश में मैं हूँ, जिस देश के धर्म के मुझे आइडेंटिटी मिल रहा है, मुझे सर्वाइवल हो रहा है, सपोर्ट मिल रहा है, how can I be non-patriotic? Can you imagine even once that not to be Devasha Bhakta? Only if you are Rakshasa, if you are very animalistic. An ordinary common human being with common sense cannot be without being Desha Bhakta. And if he is a Desha Bhakta, he can never be lazy without fulfilling his duty. He will always fulfill his duty at every cost and effort, and also will never be selfish. He will only wanting the growth of the nation, not anything for the cost of the nation, at the cost of nation. So too the other aspect. Being Indian, born in Sanatana Dharma, how can be without your bhakti? And why do you postpone it? When I become old, सब दांत गिर जाएंगे, तब मैं वेदांती बनूंगा. बेवकूफ है क्या? Right from this age only, when you tune to the divine, you will protect yourself from yourself through your regular upasanas and all of them. Your indriyas, mana, buddhi, not only they are purified, they are integrated, they are divinized with that spiritual glow. Who dare can oppose you when you are wanting to do the Desha Bhakti karma or your own duties? So chalo, take your time, think about it. Honestly listen, honestly analyze. If it is wrong, then drop this thought. But if you think you are convinced about it, become these two along with your studies and professions. You may not be taught these things at home or in the school or college for various reasons. थोड़ा थोड़ा ही पढ़ा रहे होंगे, but you should have your own discretion. And then underline and conclude true devotion to Bhakt Desha and the true spirituality, not superficial in its true sense. मेरा देश महान, मैं देशभक्त, देश के लिए मैं जी रहा हूं. Like my nation stands for Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma is for the welfare of all. That is taught to the Shastras. I am serving my Bharata Mata in this way. Till the last moment of life, I will do. And in this only my spirituality also. Then I am not questionable, answerable. I am happy with myself. I am not a liability to the world. Is it not? Think about these two. Desha Bhakti, Bhagavad Bhakti. Patriotism, spirituality. If these two are there, you protect yourself, you will be a great contributor to the world, and the whole country and the world bows down in front of you. Is it not? You can just see, the Pradhan Mantra of our country, many were there like that. वाजपेयी जी, बहुत सारे लोग थे, आते जाते हैं लोग ऐसे. In our period, somebody is there, we can take his name. And with other people, no spirituality and also no Desha Bhakti as it has to be. They have the Vyakti Bhakti, they have the power Bhakti. And that power ke saath, they want to only enjoy that respect and reverence. Therefore, the thinkings, plannings cannot be taking the entire nation into account. They will go on faltering at one place or the other. है ना, इकोनॉमी डेवलप कर रहे हैं तो बॉर्डर्स डेवलप नहीं करेंगे, और बॉर्डर प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं तो इंटरनल अफेयर्स कैन नॉट बी मैनेज. इफ दैट इज डन बिटवीन द पीपल, दे कांट मैनेज द सख्यता और वननेस. बट सी दिस गवर्नमेंट, अदर देन some people who oppose, trying at every front, because our nation needs development in all fronts. Therefore, no front can be left. इन बिटवीन सडनली कोरोना आ गया, उसके लिए भी करना पड़ता है. रिसेशन आता है, उसके लिए भी करना पड़ता है. फ्लड्स विल कम, उसके लिए भी करना है. देश को सामने रखा हमें, तो देश के अभिवृद्धि डेवलपमेंट के लिए व्हाट टू डू ऑल द टाइम, डे इन एंड डे आउट थिंकिंग. And I believe that when our vision is so big for the entire nation or the world, the Lord will function through us to give all the great, grand, glorious ideas, plans, etc. The moment we become little less patriotic or selfish, the Lord withdraws, then all our plans are short-lived and also not beneficial to all. Never compromise with these two is my request. Sometimes I can request, no? Always only I can suggest or what? I request भी कर सकता हूँ. And if you have prema, if you have that feeling, you will abide or you will answer my request. My request is what? पहले देश भक्त, फिर spiritual. Then whatever the profession you do it as a patriotic spiritual person. Then you will never do wrong. You will enjoy living life very good. That's what I said. The self-respect will come, self-confidence will come. You will not be insulted by the world. They will respect you, revere you, they bow down in front of you. क्या मजा होगा उस जिंदगी का, बताओ. ऐसे बनना है हमको. PM, MP. MP is महापापी and महापुरुष also. फिर महापापी महापुरुष बनना है. Is it not? Think about it. Okay. Today's common sense thought is little serious but required. Thank you. Come to Geetha, 20th shloka of 5th chapter, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Here, the Jnanam of oneness, because of which you see Vidya Vinaya Sampanna, everybody has one, and continuing in that samatha, you will never be disturbed. You will never be a problem to yourself and the world. That is how the shloka is common, both for spiritual seekers and us also. So the sequence of thoughts is what? When Bhagavan is not creating kartrutva, karma and karma phala, we only acting according to our swabhava, born out of our own ignorance. What is the solution? Solution was when you bring your knowledge and remove the ignorance. In the light of knowledge you function, everything is set right. Both for us in our professions in life, so to spiritual people. So the shloka was Jnanena tu tad ajnanam yesham nashitam atmanah tesham adityavat jnanam prakashayate tatparam. Okay, let then wisdom, knowledge guide your life. Don't allow ignorance only to guide you. How to gain that knowledge? With what attitude? How to gain is from the Guru. How? When you go to the Guru with humbleness and surrender, all these we saw already in our fourth chapter. But in this chapter, what is the attitude inner we have to have? Tad buddhaya, tad atmana, tannishta, tatparayana. With these four attitudes, you go, spiritual persons, and we both of them gain that knowledge proper, and with the knowledge, lived life is beautiful. Gachanti apunravrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Such spiritual people who have discovered that Lord pervading in all, how do they perform outside? Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavi hastini shuni chaivashwapake cha panditaha samadarshina. The samadrushti comes to them. That's the real panditya. And for us also, in our own profession, as we discussed, wherever we are, inside the heart, have the equal vision. Outside, depending on those people's their behavior, you have to set your response. Samadarshinaha, not samavartinaha. Exhaustively, we spoke about it. Then yesterday we saw the shloka, Ihaiva tair jitas sargaha yesham samye sthitam manah. Those who are able to manage to put their mind in the sama they have conquered their life. We conquered our life is everything we do beautifully and succeed. Spiritual people conquer the life means what? The mission of the life of moksha comes to them. And why is it so? Because nirdosham hi samam brahma. In that Brahma Tattva, there is no dosha of the Vishamata. It is one without second in all. Such spiritual people, with this discovery established in Brahma, they get moksha. And for you and I also, when there is no dosha of the Vishamata in us, the wrong thinkings, wrong relations, wrong implementation will not happen. And what is the Vishamata in us? Only two things. Like something, dislike something. Hate it's called raga or dvesh कहते हैं. Without the biasness creating raga dvesha, we have to live all the time in our life. At that time, depending on the other person's behavior, we can respond. Like the teacher has no raga dvesha to her students, his students. Anybody studying well, good marks are given, written the exam well, नहीं किया तो उसको pass करेंगे, fail करेंगे. But he has got raga dvesha. If he is doing dvesha to the intelligent child, कितना भी अच्छा लिखे मार्क्स नहीं देगा. Attachment है तो the stupid fellow never writes but he will make him pass. It is both ways loss, no? अच्छे बंदे को तुमने द्वेष किया तो फिर वो भी बुरा बनने लगता है. बुरे बंदे को तुमने लाइक किया तो बुरा ही लगे रहता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, here अच्छा बुरा is performer and non-performer. So you are going to the leaders tomorrow of the world. In whichever the profession we are there, you'll be team leaders, you're the officers. You're not ordinary ones who are studying Geetha, living life according to Geetha. You'll not be put at a lowest level by the Lord. Lord wants leaders. Arjuna was a leader, to him Geetha was taught. Therefore, whoever studies Geetha, they'll be qualified to become the leaders. Bhagavan will make you. And once you are a leader, drop your individuality filled with this nonsense of raga, dvesha, likes, dislikes. Be in the samatha. Be loyal to the company which has given you the profession and towards the subordinates, unbiased way. If it is really working, then give importance to them. Not working, train them, teach them. You know, in some of these different boards of sports, cricket kaho, hockey kaho, you know, whichever the place or the boards, any education, any institutions, unbiasedly, if the quality or the talent is encouraged, will we not get all the cups and victories? You know it more than me. And because of the biasness, some are encouraged though they don't deserve. Others are not given value. Sadai rehte hai pura board. Cricket boards, hockey boards, kabaddi boards, in any other fields also. It's a criminal to be unbalanced because of ragadvesh. You cannot have them, that's it. You should have prema only. And why ragadvesha happen? Because you are too greedy and selfish. Why? That animalistic tendencies are there in you of the indulgences. When you don't rise above them, the greed, selfishness will not go away. Without it going away, we cannot be free from raga dvesha. Without that, we remove our raga dvesha, we cannot be in samata. Without samata, in the behavior of samata, we trouble ourselves, we create chaos around. Think coolly about these things. So here Bhagavan in the shloka 20 is going to tell us in your performing in life, sometimes you are loved or successful, other time not loved or failure. In both cases, you don't get perturbed and keep your intellect on the goal chosen. Okay, and also never give a chance even to get deluded even one moment for any reason, because little accident enough for the entire life's destruction. Is it not? So this is what a beautiful shloka. Let us chant, see the literal meaning for spiritual seekers, and you and I also as every day. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः ज्ञानकर्मसन्न्यासयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच विंशः श्लोकः. श्लोक इज न प्रहृष्येत प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत प्राप्य च अप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिः असम्मूढः ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Beautiful shloka. Okay, 1 plus 3, 4, 2, 2. 6 times we will do it. Start. Om Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Na prahrushyet priyam prapya, Na prahrushyet priyam prapya, Na prahrushyet priyam prapya, Na prahrushyet priyam prapya. नोद्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं नोद्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं नोद्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं नोद्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः 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 ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. श्रीभगवानुवाच न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Again, Sri Bhagavanuvacha na prahrusyet priyam prapya nodvijet prapya cha priyam sthira buddhirasam mudhaha brahmavit brahmani sthitaha. Great shloka. First for spiritual seekers in 2-3 minutes, and also almost same meaning with 1 or 2 additions for us. Now first word by word meaning. भगवान टेल्स टू अर्जुन कि न प्रहर्ष्येत, प्रहर्ष को नहीं पाना. प्रहर्ष मीन्स एक्सट्रीम delighted or exaggerated, extravaganza feeling, praharsha, going out of the skin, jumping out of the skin. Na prahrushyet, don't enter into that extreme harsha. When? Priyam prapya, whatever you like when you get it. Simple meaning, whatever you like when you get it, don't jump out of the skin. Because whenever you are getting out of the skin, when you get what you want, suddenly you become inadvertent, that becomes the cause of accident. In fact, a person of maturity, both in world and spirituality, he should never have something favorable as priya. There are 2 types of youngsters, girl or boy. They marry whom they love. This is one way of achievement. But the higher greater is they love whom they marry. Love is important. Whether it's arranged marriage or your marriage you only chosen. Is it not? Those who don't love, in both cases, they just go to divorce within 2 seconds of marriage. Na prahurshet priyam prapya. So generally, we should not have priya in our life. We should only focus on our duty, respect everything. That's all. That's the idealistic way. But then we all have minds. Therefore, something we like, and that should be good only. Sometimes it just clicks to us that priyam will come to us, but no praharsha. Why? Because our desire for that priya becomes stronger. Every time it will not be fulfilled, then as much you jumped with joy, so much to the depression you will enter. I am telling the meaning along with telling the word meaning itself. So priyam prapya, be in balance. हाँ मेहनत किया आ गया, so what? If you jump out of the skin, your greed for it grows. If next time it's not fulfilled, you suffer. Slowly. The goal is what? Priya, you have to remove from the mind. Then only it is duty, only it is required, then only I am behaving. Like the food example you take. Some foods we like. When we get that dish served, jump out of the skin. आज मेरा पसंदीदा बनाया. This thing today gives you happiness, but tomorrow this becomes cause for misery because tomorrow something else is made. कल तो इतना अच्छा बनाया, देखो कंपैरिजन आ गया. Is it not? Today's thing also is good, but that good thing you don't enjoy because your mind become biased. Why? Yesterday something you liked came, the thought became stronger. The desire for the priyam became stronger. Is it not? Think about it coolly. दिस इज द विजडम वे ऑफ लिविंग लाइफ. सो इसका मतलब कोई भी लाइकिंग डिसलाइक नहीं होना चाहिए क्या? अरे मेरे प्यारे, इसी के कारण तो तुम सफर कर रहे हो जिंदगी भर. होल डे व्हाट डू टॉक लर्निंग फ्रॉम द इंग्लिश फेलो. आई लाइक इट, आई डोंट लाइक इट, आई डोंट लाइक इट, आई लव इट, आई हेट इट. दैट्स व्हाट इज ट्रबलिंग, How many times did you say, it's good, therefore I'm going for it. It's not good, useful, conducive for me, therefore I'm giving it up. That is wisdom, no? A wise person never follows the likes, dislikes. He follows what's right or wrong, what's good or bad. Don't you want to have that wisdom? And there is no logic for likings. It's only delusion. That we have to know. That is why in life में success and failure में इतना ही फर्क है. Those who do what they have to do, they succeed. Those who do what they like, they suffer. I have to go to office on time, but I like to go a little later. You suffer. Like that. Okay? Na prahruseta priyam prapya. Don't jump out of skin when you get what you like or love. But tomorrow it may not come, and this liking becomes stronger. And this liking makes other things of opposite of it as a hate nature. It creates the hatred of nature of hatred towards the other things. Second is what? Na udvijet prapya apriyam. Every time priyam only doesn't come to us, apriya also comes. It can be the object, it can be a person, it can be an experience, it can be a situation. Na udvijet. Don't become udvega yukta, disturbed, perturbed, worried, anxious. No. Udveg ko nahi pana. Balance there also. Know that both of them come and go depending on our prarabdha. Our job is not to get lost in the priya, not get carried away in the priya, not to be worried because of priya. You have to be on your duty. These are the notions of the mind called priya, which will never allow us to be on the duty which you have to do. नोद्विजेत प्राप्य च अप्रियम. दोनों बातें हो गई ना. अप्रियम प्राप्य ना उद्विजेत. Unliked thing or thing which you don't like when it comes, don't get disturbed. In this way, conquer the priya concepts. Come to the concept of what is duty, what is good. That's it. Such a person is never doing anything wrong because he is an intellectual way of life. जो अच्छा है जो कर रहा हूं मैं, जो नहीं है नहीं कर रहा हूं. जो अगर लाइक्स डिसलाइक के ऊपर आधार हो तो एवरी टाइम वी हैव टू से सॉरी बिकॉज समथिंग रॉन्ग वी डू. Likes and dislikes are the diseases of the mind. When that day when you discover this, you have conquered your life place. हो गया? 2 बात बताएं, न प्रहृष्येत प्रियम प्राप्य, न उद्विजेत प्राप्य च अप्रियम. That's so balanced your mind, not allowing to come under the sway of the mind of raga dvesha. हो गया? Third one, sthira buddhi. Both spiritual seekers and we also let the buddhi be sthira in its conviction of what they have to achieve, and what is to be done for that. What happens if the likes dislikes are given more value? Buddhi's sthirata goes away, the firmness of the goal and means. And that person who has no intellect, no conviction in the intellect, no strongness or courage of conviction of the intellect, he'll be a slave to the mind and senses. And he'll be sold out only in the world. He'll be never useful for working for dharma, for the nation, or for any other project. वो तो फिर भटकता ही रहेगा, उसको कोई भी चांस देंगे भी नहीं. तो स्थिर बुद्धि इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थॉट. Let our buddhi, the decision making intellect, be sthira in its right decision. Like I am doing my Geetha class. Sthira buddhi. I am convinced till the Geetha is over, let it take 1 year, whatever, I will continue. Sometime priyam, sometime apriyam. Is it not? Does it come? Let it come and go. I am not in the harsha and vishada. I have to maintain all the time. When I am sthira buddhi, I will be free from priya. When I am free from priya, it helps in me na sthira buddhi. Both you have to achieve. Don't go into praharsha because of priya prapti. Don't go into the udvega because of priya prapti. Along with that, be sthira in your buddhi about what goal you have chosen. Even then, these three are done. Still, the work is not over. There's a fourth chance. What is one? At any moment, the inadvertence can come. That one moment inadvertence is enough for the causing of the accidents, etc. अगर एक छोटे गलत मोमेंट में, is it not, पूरा गड़बड़ हो जाता है. Is it not? Because of some weakness, you as an Indian patriotic person, still one weakness of some money or anything, you have given our Indian secret to other nation, मानो पूरा देश तबाह हो जाएगा ना. Therefore, mudhata or moha or the delusion because of the inadvertence, even once also it should not come. And for that, the price we have to pay is all the time alert. Asammudaha. This word comes more than 10 times in Geetha. Asammuda samarteshu sarvapave pramuchyate. All that, many times. Asammudaha. Never get deluded by the outer temptations, by the misguidance of the people, because of some obligation from outside or inside. Sometimes because of within only there are some strong urges come. None of them should take you to the moha. Asammudaha. Not get deluded. In a cricket match, you can see. Na prahurushet priyam prapya means what? A full toss ball came, hit a sixer, but don't jump with joy. Now udvijit prapya priyam, don't get perturbed that the ball was so arc length, you were almost to get bowled, but right time you put a bat. दो बात हो गई. स्थिर बुद्धि ही, you are there to hit century and get India win the match. While doing so, asammudaha. For any reason, if you lose that concentration there, that's called sammoha. That can be the shore machare log uske karan, or the umpire has not given a wide, even if it's a wide, or the other fellows are, the counterparts, the opposite team is trying to instigate you. That common thing, jo kehte na, I don't remember that word immediately. They try to challenge you, they try to make your balance lost. Isn't it? Because they are not getting you out. ऐसे वो तरीके करेंगे वो लोग. They body line attack, they will do wides, they bowl, and they look at you, stare you, they threaten you, they frighten you. And these people like Australia वाला, वो तो हर तरह की बात बोलते हैं. Sledging वगैरह it is called, I think. If you have become sammohita, even a movement for that, that is enough for them. That weak movement is enough for them to make you out. Then the one who have gone there to win the match and the tournament for country, ho jate. Is it not? Are these not the secrets of success for our life? They are mainly the spiritual sadhanas. Because in spiritual sadhana, there should be nothing priya. but I have some of them now. Come out of them by balancing yourself whenever they come without getting harshayukta. So too, a spiritual seeker should not have anything apriya. But we have not come to that stage. But we have to come to that stage right now. Some things are there which are apriya. Whenever you are given them, don't go into udvega. In this way, without udvega, if you maintain, without harsha, if you maintain, then the priya concepts go away from the mind. And sthira buddhi, the conviction in the buddhi for a spiritual seeker that Paramatma alone is truth or reality, everything is delusion or superimposed, and recognizing the oneness with Paramatma alone is the cause of moksha. In that knowledge, if he is not sthira, then that type of sadhana of studying Shastra, meditation, he will not do. In you and I also, if you are not firm on the goal chosen, स्थिरता नहीं है उस बुद्धि में, उस ज्ञान में और उस the goal chosen में, then you are not inspired to work. And when you are with Sthira Buddhi working, the Priya come and trouble you. Like you are in Sthira Buddhi to listen to Geetha classes. But some Priya person comes and says, Yaar kya sunna hai Bhagavad Gita, first worry ko. Anyway, it is February, January is over. We'll have our own worries. Why add worry? By listening to that class, chale jaate hain. Then you love that person, therefore usko always करने के लिए go away. Or something apriya disturb you, then your buddhi becomes asthira. That's how we don't do good things, no? We are generally good, but particularly when we are supposed to do good, priya or apriya comes and distracts us. Even these three are conquered and you are steadily on the path, suddenly some moha आ जाता. Some moha, एक मिनट के लिए दिमाग बंद करता है काम करना. They were driving car very good, but at one moment you were not alert. The speedometer came, or turning came, or a dog came. 1 second you are attending the phone, or 1 second you are talking to the neighbor, or maybe enchanted with the scenic beauty. कुछ भी हो, इन सब में कोई भी चीज का है, सम्मोह कर देगा आपको. Then your बुद्धि स्थिरता गया, accident. For a spiritual seeker also, asammudaha, never ever he should forget the Paramatma theoretical understanding of him and the sadhana that they will have to do. Such person only, second line, Brahmavit, he will know Brahman very nearly. Brahman is stitaha, he will establish in his identity with that Brahman, get liberated from the individuality as a Jiva and Samsari. That is for the spiritual seekers. For you and I also, Sthirabuddhi asammudaha, Brahmavit, Brahmanistita means you are firm in your goal, you are firm in pursuit, you are guaranteed in gaining the goal or reaching the destination. For us, Brahma means achieving of the goal, whichever you have chosen. Again, I am repeating, Naprahurushet Priyam Prapyaha, that habit of jumping with joy whenever favorable things come, leave it. So too, the habit of getting disturbed, distracted, or depressed when apriya comes, that also you drop. Whether it's people or things or situation, whatever they will. Sthirabuddhi, conscious of your goal. Asammudaha, never take anything for granted, not even one moment become inadvertent. In that way, when you are pursuing your goal, you are sure to reach it, not otherwise. And these all have a connection with samatha. For spiritual seeker samatha is one Lord only permeating everywhere. He loves all, he serves all. There is nobody whom he extra likes or dislikes anywhere. Even if anybody is doing good, issue based, he will appreciate that person but will not attach to him with raga. So if somebody does wrong, he will educate him, he will tell him, but he will not create hatred in himself. That's how he never disturbs his mind to distract from his goal, Sthira Buddhi. And he goes on doing that asammuda. What is asammoha? At the time of taking decision, all good. After taking decision, when you start walking, okay, suddenly something comes from within or outside, it can again delude you. So asammoda means not getting distracted en route. बात पता करना एक बात है, चलते रहना दूसरी बात है, मोहित नहीं होना तीसरी बात है. Many people, while walking for some distance, slowly they get deluded. Like all the big shots, especially in politics. Nobody can become right from municipal councillor up to the prime minister without his prayers and prayers to the God saying that, oh Lord, I want to serve the nation or the praja, give me a power in the earlier lives. That was the main reason because of which they become leaders. Not what they have done in this life by this horse trading, etc. No. ये सब तो लगता है कि इसके कारण जीता हूं, अरे तो फिर सब लोग जीतना चाहिए. If this becomes the cause, then everybody who's spending the money, they have to win. Everybody is doing gundagardi, they have to win. Everybody is doing the tampering of EVM, they have to win. Is it not? Nahi ho raha hai na? Therefore, that's not the cause of success. What is the cause of their success? They put in front of the Lord the application, make me the leader, I serve. Lord honestly listens to that prayer. So if not that life, maybe 3-4 जन्म के बाद भगवान उनको really बना ही देते हैं. And in the beginning, honestly only they do. But suddenly, as the chashka of क्या कहते हैं chashka, the power slowly starts enjoying to sustain that. Slowly, he starts forgetting the purpose for which he became a leader. That's called asammuda. Nobody starts negative like a police. Joins the police only to do the destruction of the, but slowly getting this or that. That should not be there. Everybody is good in the beginning. Like when you go to hostel for study, in the beginning, you know you have come for study and all, but slowly, ye wo useless fellow equally like you get lost in the company, सम्मोहित हो गए, then आए हरिभजन के लिए होटल लगे कपास. Don't you do that? That is more careful you have to be. Anybody will start to be good, to continue the goodness till the goal is reached. Everybody starts working, but to continue working till the goal is reached. Is it not? How many examples I gave you? This is how we have to make our personalities for both our outer worldly successes or even spiritual unfoldments. Now, prahrushyet priyam prapya. Now, udvijet prapya cha priyam. By that, transcend priya priya. Balance the mind all the time. Sirabuddhihi. Let nobody distract my conviction of my goal. Asammudaha. When I am walking the path, nothing should delude me even for a moment. Such person, Brahmavit, is on the goal, Brahman is sthita, he will reach the goal. He is on the path to reach the goal and he will reach. If these preparations are not made, we are our own enemies and we allow the world also to disturb or distract us. And in our common sense, that what we said was same. To be a spiritual person, he should be like that only. If he gets the power, no need to jump out of skin. If he doesn't get, never mind, he should continue the serving of the nation. Praja, in whatever the capacity is. One day the public recognizes his service and elects. After electing again, he should not jump out of skin. Sthira buddhi. He should know, okay, I am elected by the Praja. My only job, as long as I have the power, is only to serve them. And while doing so, never be disturbed by any inner or outer sammoha. सम्मोहित कभी नहीं होना. आप सब यंगस्टर्स ना ये मोहित और सम्मोहित व्यामोहित हो जाते. Any eatable you see, any boy or girl see, or any of the other nonsense you see, suddenly deluded. अरे तू आया पढ़ने के लिए, you have to grow in life and become arrogant and justifying. हाँ जी इस लाइफ में तो कब करना, अरे ये सब शादी के बाद करना होता. Right now you establish in your career. And whether you accept or not, believe or not, I tell you a fact. Almost 95 to 99% of youth fail. Not because they don't have talents. Not because they are not given opportunities. Full talents are there, opportunities are there, but still they fail because of the lack of all this. Sthira buddhi nahi hai. There is not conviction about I want to achieve the goal. And full of priya nonsense in their life. And most worst is what? Sammoha. They're deluded. And all that they justify with arrogance. Who are you to tell me? I will not listen. I will do whatever I want. This is how they don't perform well. They don't achieve successes. नहीं तो बोल रहे हैं जब आपको पढ़ने के लिए 8-9 महीने स्कूल कॉलेज भेज रहे हैं यू आर नॉट ए संसारी विथ वाइफ एंड डजन चिल्ड्रन यू आर नॉट ए व्यापारी यू आर नॉट ए देश के नेता टू सर्व द कंट्री यू आर नॉट ए बाबा जी टू गिव लेक्चर्स यू आर ओनली ए स्टूडेंट then why can't you study and excel in the study? You with your own bevakufi only do all nonsense. And if anybody says, who are you to tell? They are our enemies. Swamiji, we love you till yesterday. New month, you are scolding us, we don't love you. Are pyare. I'm trying to make us understand. It is to me also. What resources are not given to us, batao? What talents lacking? I want to sleep, I want to eat, I want to be with my friend. This is called as priyam. And apriyam is what? This subject I don't like, that lecturer I don't like. Apriyam. And you want to become a good doctor and all? स्थिर बुद्धि नहीं है. I don't know. डॉक्टर बनने का कोशिश करूंगा, नहीं बना तो पेशेंट. असमूढ़ है ही नहीं. Always sammoha. Anything you look at, your drishti is taken by them. What a fickle minded. लाइक एन एनिमल, पशु ग्रीन ग्रास देखते ही वो जंप करके खाती है, कुत्ता भी. आवर लाइफ इज लाइक दैट ओनली. सम्मोहित हो जाते हैं हम. सम्मोह मीन्स इंटेलेक्ट लूजिंग इट्स अलर्टनेस. देखो, गोल इज फॉरगॉटन मीन्स आर फॉरगॉटन. सम्मोहित होना है इसका अर्थ, नहीं होना. हेल्प योरसेल्फ. लिसन टू दिस टॉक एंड यस्टरडे वाला 3-4 बार. Note down the main points and see the truth in them. If you are convinced to practice, the life is yours. Make it or mar it. We are only here to suggest and watch. Like you can see the coaches, they give all the coaching. Then on the cricket ground, whatever they play, they only watch. They have no fighting with them. Only one thing they do, this fellow consistently not performing, अगले चांस मत देना, हो गया, निकाल दिया टीम से. In the same way, we coach you. You have to perform in your life for your success. If you continue perform and succeed, you are continuously in the team. Team is in the scheme of the world's improvement. I to believe from you, keep on with wisdom of all this, perform in such a way that the higher and greater and divine powers called the gurus or the rishis, they are using you for their work of the total universe's development. ऐसा होना चाहिए. There are many individuals, they are also like us human, but their performance levels, their importance level in the world is so big. Anybody you can name them, the presidents, prime ministers, general secretaries, commanding the big battalions and army. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है साला पावर. जन्म जन्म का ये सब सीखने से. Hope you have caught what we are trying to say. Okay, with this we'll continue. We'll conclude today and tomorrow also the continuation. Bahya Sparshe Sasakta Atma. Slowly, Bhagavan is teaching us some techniques to prepare ourselves for the inner meditation also. And all is logical. There's nothing illogical. There's no emotion. There's no something thirst upon you. Everything is feeding to your intellect for your own right discrimination decision. In Hinduism, there's no conversion. In Hinduism, there's no compulsion. In Hinduism, there's only conviction. The man with his intellect should use his intellect and think and get convinced about what is right or wrong, what is good or bad, what helps in progressing, what makes us regress. And it is your life ultimately. हम कन्वर्ट नहीं करते आपको, हम कंपेल नहीं करते. We don't hold a talwar and say, follow Geetha, then only we'll spare you. That bevakufi we don't need. So to cunningly converting, no, this is the reality. It is your life. You analyze it. You come to decision. You live. You get rewarded. Or is it not? So be wise, unbiased, understand meaning of every word, understand total shloka, catch the thought that's given, experiment it in your own life, find the proof. You be a master of that value. There you are. We wish you all the best. Thank you. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नो द्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढः ब्रह्मवेद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Gita Shloka. And today's Shloka learning was Namostvанantaya Sahasramurtaye Sahasrapadakshishirorubahave Sahasranamne Purushaya Shashvate Sahasrakoti Yugadharine Namaha. And the common sense thought was, be patriotic, be spiritual. Then you will be loved by all. You can bring out all your inner talents for performance. You will never have regrets and guilt. So all the three almost related topics today. Thank you. Meet you with another beautiful shloka tomorrow. All those who are regularly coming, see, देखते देखते 5 chapters 20 श्लोकास of Gita, you heard at least. नहीं तो ऐसे जिंदगी बीत जाएगा बिना सुने बिना जाने. सुनना पड़ता है, जानना पड़ता है, समझना पड़ता है, करना पड़ता है, तभी जाकर सक्सेस मिलता है. थैंक यू.